Hi everyone, welcome to the Wednesday edition of Source 16 News. I'm Eddie Owen. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news, Hopkinsville City Council has once again forwarded a post-employment restriction ordinance back to the Committee of the Whole for review. During last night's regular council meeting, council members discussed the ordinance that would have allowed retired police officers to work on a part-time basis for the Hopkinsville Police Department. Ward 5 Councilman Charlie Henderson stated that he was concerned about people thinking former employees would be double dipping. Meanwhile, Hopkinsville Fire Chief Fagan Pace told council members his department should also have the opportunity to hire retired employees.
The fact of the matter is that trained paramedics in Kentucky are hard to come by. Trained paramedics that are interested in a firefighting career are even more hard to come by. So I can see potentially that there would be a need for young, active, and vibrant firefighter paramedics who have retired after a 20-year career to have access to them on a part-time basis to bring them back to serve the public.
As previously reported by Source 16, the original ordinance was tabled after council members needed more time to discuss it. Ward 2 Councilwoman Kimberly McCarley was absent from last night's meeting. We now have an update to a story we first brought to you yesterday concerning a missing person. This morning, Kentucky State Police located Kevin Hoffman safe in a wooded area off Union Temple Road in Hopkins County. As a precautionary measure, he was transported by ambulance to the Regional Medical Center. As we previously reported, Hoffman was reported missing by his mother and was last seen in the St. Charles area on Sunday, operating a white 1990 Jeep Cherokee with Kentucky tags. A Callaway County woman is behind bars after police say she pocketed donations for the Special Olympics. State police investigated 28-year-old Kayla Belcher for 5 months after receiving information that she was collecting donations for the Western Kentucky Special Olympics polar plunge and then pocketing the money. Police say that Belcher collected more than $200 from people who thought they were helping the annual polar plunge event. During the investigation, police discovered she never turned the money over to Special Olympics organization. Belcher was arrested at the Marshall County Jail where she was being held on unrelated charges. State police are still investigating the case. Hopkinsville City Council unanimously approved last night a couple of contracts worth thousands of dollars to go toward improving the downtown area. One of the contracts was approved for design work to improve the Woody Winfrey Fire Transportation Museum and to not exceed over $41,000. The museum project will be paid for by federal grants and matching grants from the Pennyroyal Area Museum. Meanwhile, City Council approved the other contract from M2D Design Group to not exceed over $64,000 to design work for the 9th and Campbell Street Corridor Project. The Corridor Project will be funded by federal grants and matching grants from the Inner City Residential Enterprise Zone program. In other business, City Council authorized a lease to finance a new fire truck worth $610,000 for the Hopkinsville Fire Department. That truck expected to be delivered in February. Hopkinsville City Council then went into closed session to discuss an industrial prospect and possible property acquisition, but they took no action. A group of volunteers officially launched a campaign in Hopkinsville today to help end Alzheimer's one step at a time. Members from the Alzheimer's Association met at Jenny Stewart Medical Center for their team recruitment kickoff for the 2011 Hopkinsville Walk to End Alzheimer's.
This is our first walk in Hopkinsville, and this kickoff just gets people together who are interested in starting a team, doing some fundraising for us, also spreading the word about the walk and to bring awareness to the Alzheimer's Association and the disease.
Right now, the committee has 11 teams registered for the half-mile walk that will be held in October to help raise awareness and to help find a cure for Alzheimer's.
The 6th leading cause of death among Americans, which many people don't know that, it's the only disease that unfortunately does not have a cure yet. So a lot of the funds that are raised for us and through our walks and other events, it goes towards research.
The association also works to support families and caregivers dealing with people battling this disease. For more information about Alzheimer's or to find out how you can register a team for the walk, you visit their website at alz.org. Hopkinsville and Christian County residents now have another valuable resource at their fingertips. The Hopkinsville Christian County Convention and Visitors Bureau unveiled today a mobile website that's available on all smartphones. Officials say the new site allows residents and visitors to find out about upcoming events, where to eat, among other useful topics. According to Executive Director Cheryl Cook, the overall goal is to ensure a positive visitor experience by providing the most detailed information and the ultimate customer service. You can check out the mobile website at www.visithopkinsville.com. Small business owners found out how they can target their marketing to better their businesses. Marketing consultant Tamika Martin presented a workshop as a part of the Small Business and Enterprise Opportunity Conference, where she showed business owners how to target marketing instead of guessing.
We want them to not waste any money on marketing dollars, because oftentimes small business owners, what they do is they sort of guess on what marketing mediums may be best for them, and we want to help them eliminate that guessing and be targeted and focused.
The conference is a part of MED Week 2011, which is sponsored by the Minority Economic Development Initiative of Western Kentucky Incorporated. Martin says having a targeted marketing approach can benefit entrepreneurs in a variety of ways.
Market, stage of the business life cycle, and things along those lines. So we do specific and targeted focused marketing plans for small business owners.
Business owners also heard comments from author and keynote speaker Dr. Melvin Gravely from the Institute for Entrepreneurial Thinking. Tomorrow, MedWeek 2011 events will continue with the golf scramble at the links of Novedell and conclude tomorrow night with the 23rd Annual MED Awards Banquet. They'll announce their Minority Business, Emerging Minority Business, and Minority Business Advocate of the Year awards, as well as the We Are Community Award. Now, if you'd like more information about MEDI, visit their website, medisuccess.info. Ethics violations are flying in Frankfort as the 2011 political season heats up. Both candidates for governor, incumbent Steve Beshear and challenger David Williams, were targeted this week. Although the governor himself was not accused, a whistleblower told the state Republican Party chairman that he was encouraged by a colleague to contribute $500 to the governor's re-election campaign at the risk of losing his job. State psychologist Rodney Young made the claim in letters to the head of the GOP and to Attorney General Jack Conway. Now, hours after this was filed, Democrats filed an ethics complaint against Republican challenger David Williams, citing that he had not indicated $5,000 in gambling winnings back in 2002 on a campaign disclosure form. Williams, who did claim the income on his taxes, said this is an effort to tie him to gambling.
The situation is the governor continues to try to paint me with this gambling brush because I'm against the expansion of gambling and he's for the expansion of gambling. I'll never understand if he thinks gambling is a good thing, why they would want to criticize me for having gambled in the past. It just doesn't make any sense. The bottom line of it, it's the governor that's for expansion of gambling, and he's trying to alienate me from people that don't believe in expansion of gambling, and I guess he's had some success with it because some people think, well, I don't believe in gambling at all. Well, the choice in this election is if you're for Steve Beshear, vote for him if you're for expansion of gambling. If you're not for expansion of gambling, David Williams is a choice.
So far, no comment from Governor Beshear, who has been visiting Iraq and Kuwait on a Department of Defense trip. Well, the Kentucky Department of Education is pleased to announce teachers will now have a new 21st century instructional tool when they return to school. The new instructional tool is called the Continuous Instructional Improvement Technology System, and officials say it's a searchable online database of Kentucky academic standards. According to KDE, the system is designed to help educators as they implement the new Kentucky Core academic standards in mathematics, English, and language arts. Officials say it's free for all Kentucky public school teachers and will be available 24/7 from any internet-connected computer equipped with modern browsing software. The system is designed specifically for Kentucky public school educators, and it is not open to the public. And speaking of teachers, Christian County Public Schools held an orientation this week for new teachers just in time for the upcoming school year. The annual New Teachers Orientation focused on the challenges and rewards of educating students. Officials say teachers were also able to connect with other educators while receiving in-depth training. Sessions that teachers attended included building relationships that create student success, first days of school procedures, and teaching standards. Officials say the purpose of the orientation is to help prepare teachers to build a classroom environment that supports learning. First day of school is August 9th. Stay with us. We've got sports coming up next.